Hello and welcome. I'd like to show you guys how you can get started on this project and start filling out the deposit slip and also the checks that we have to go back on for this project. So you want to start with the instruction page. This has all the information we need pretty much to get started. It has essentially a step-by-step process here. At the very bottom, there's a PDF. Download this. This is going to contain the transactions that we need to write. Okay, we're going to put these eventually in our checkbook register. Before we do that, we're just going to take care of filling out the deposit slip and also filling in the checks. So I've sort of color coded this. So everything in the red, these are for the two checks, and also the deposit for your paycheck. That's going to be used for your deposit slip. So I just sort of color coded that to make it a little bit easier for you. So now you should jump back out of the instructions here and go to the deposit slip and checks example assignment. Okay, this gives you directions on how to upload, which we'll talk about in, again, another video. So you want to download this PDF. Now, I do recommend that if you have a chance, work with Adobe on this. I'm going to show in folder. I'm going to open this up with an Adobe. You can also do this in Chrome, but you'll have to refer back to the other video on how to save this. So at this point, I'm going to sort of make this half screen, go back to my example transactions, and then I can sort of work from this. I'll try to make this a little bit bigger for you guys so you can see this a little bit better. Now, so we're going to work on the deposit slip first. So it says here on Saturday, we deposit paycheck into your checking account. So we're going to select checking account. So you always have to do that, one or the other, either checking or savings. And then it's going to ask for your account number. Well, it's not given to you here. However, the account number is listed on your check. So if you scroll down and if you watched or checked out the PDF or the file that contains like the parts of the check in your resources, you'll see that this is your routing number here, this number at the very bottom on the left side. The number in the middle, this will be your account number, and then the number on the far right here will match up with your unique check number. So this one is 102, this is 102, but again, notice how this and this number match up. That is your account number. So I'm going to go back up and plug in this information here. Again, when you're doing this, you will have to tab when you go from box to box. And again, don't worry if you have a few extra blank boxes here. It's not a big deal, okay? So again, you'll come back here, then you want to plug in the date. Whenever you do a date, you want to do month, day, and year. You must have that. If not, I'll check it wrong. I don't mean to confuse you on this timeline. You're welcome to use today's date, even though over here it says Saturday, whatever makes sense to you. You can spell out the month September. You can do it in digit format, whatever makes you happy. But again, you must have the month, day, year. Okay, you can put your name here, put your address, city, state, and zip. So fill that in. The signature. If you are getting money back, so in this case, you're depositing your paycheck and the paycheck was $113. So let's say you want to get $20 back, you would have to sign this here. In this case, we're just putting the whole thing in the checking so you don't have to do that. Next would be, all right, so if I'm putting money in, I have to separate out cash from checks. So if you got some birthday money from your grandparents, again, if it's cash, you'd be listing this here. In this case, you have a check, and it's only one check, so it's going to be pretty simple. Notice there's a thicker line here. This is going to be your imaginary decimal point location on this. So again, I'm going to go back here to and enter this in for 113 and 76 cents. And that will be my check deposit. If you had multiple checks, a lot of times on the back of the deposit slip, you would have multiple rows where you could enter in each one individually, add them all up. Subtotal in this case will be simply the same. Again, no cash back. So if we were getting money back, we would put that here and then subtract that off from this case. And again, sign this down here. And with this, we're not doing anything like that. So we're just carrying that down through this. And that will take care of your deposit slip for this. Now, your checks, these are in red. So check number 101, these are unique numbers. So again, you're going to put in the date. Again, I don't care if you spell out the month September. You can just do the digits. I'm just going to do it all the same here on the date. Pay to the order of what's this about. This is who is going to receive the check. So for check number 101, Fine Foods. So this is the company name. That's what I'm going to type in here. In the amount of, let me scroll over so I can see this, 2311. So now, if you were doing this in real life on paper, notice how I have this aligned so it's on the left-hand side here. You shouldn't be able to squeeze any other numbers in there. So it's okay to have space beyond this, but not on the left-hand side. So that's just, again, a suggestion that you go back, and I'll be looking for that. In this case, on the PDF, it's going to put it there, but if you had to write it physically, that would be a problem. This is the line where you spell out the actual dollar amount. So in this case, this is going to be 23. And when you do your cents, you're going to be putting it over 100. So again, you're going to put it in this format. And then if you were writing out the check, typically at this point, you would draw a line all the way out to the word dollars. Well, we're not going to do that, but we can hold down the hyphen key, and that would then sort of draw an imaginary line all the way out there. If you go too far, it's going to push off 23. So just watch that when you're doing that. Just get it close. That'll be fine. But again, I do want to see that line because you should be doing this. A memo is something that's optional. Either you want to make a note to yourself. It doesn't really impact anything about the check. But again, in this case, you could simply put down groceries for the memo. And that's just a note to yourself. And then you're going to want to go back and sign this. And again, you want to endorse the check. So I did put cursive font on here, so go ahead and type in your name so it would simulate sort of the signature of a check. So that's how you're going to fill out the checks here on the PDF. You're going to want to continue and fill out check number 102 down below here, going to Wayne's Book World. Again, once you have that done, you want to save it and upload it. Please refer back to my video on how to do that. If you're using Adobe, it's just pretty easy. Go up to File, Save As. Again, you can put this wherever you want to store this. Maybe you want to put it on your desktop. Again, when you save it, I do suggest that you modify the name. I typically put in my initials here so I know like this is the completed copy of this. So I'll save this. And then what you want to do is go back into your, you can leave this example transactions open, go back into your deposit slip and checks example. You would have a submission box over here and you want to upload that to me so I can check it. You will continue doing that in the project and also on the exam. I don't really change the format of it other than like maybe these capital letters here indicating, hey, look, this is for the project. This is for the exam when you get to that point. So again, this is the example. We can look at it to make sure you're going in the right direction. Let me know if you have questions.